Investigators aren't necessarily expecting to find anything significant, but with leads beginning to run thin and nearly 2 days having passed since Lori was last seen, they can't afford to overlook any possibility. So, following up on that information, deputies begin locating the registered offenders nearby and expanding their search beyond the immediate residence. And with that, officers begin canvassing the surrounding properties.
Hi, are you Mr. Glasgow?
I am.
So I'm Detective Rabali, Detective Taylor with the Tallahassee Police Department. So we're actually working a missing person case.
Okay.
I don't know if you can kind of help us out. So we're trying to canvass the area to try to find her. I have a few questions if you don't mind me asking.
Sure.
Okay. You have a minute?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, cool. How long have you lived at this house?
Shit?
I think August 2022.
August? Okay.
I'm on probation.
Shit, folks. Stop
I don't know
playing.
if you're aware of that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for telling us.
Yeah.
Would you rather us come inside?
It's up to you.
If you're okay with that, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're...
Yeah.
We talked to a few other neighbors. Whew, my eyes are trying to... was in this area, not specifically this neighborhood, but she's in this area. So we're knocking on several doors. We talk with multiple neighbors. You said nobody else lives at home with you. Do you have any step kid? Are you dating anybody or any children that will be coming here?
No, I do have children.
Nieces, nephews?
No, nobody comes to my house.
Okay. You have children?
I do have children.
Okay. How old are your kids?
7 and 12.
7 and 12?
Yeah.
Girl, boy?
7-year-old boy, 12-year-old girl.
Do you have like a shed or anything in the back?
There is actually. Do you want to go back there?
Yeah, when he comes down.
Okay.
If you don't mind, like I said, I mean, you do not have to let us do this at all. I just want you to understand that.
No, I don't want to be any kind of hindrance.
Wait, if you were locked up at any Illinois juvenile detention center, like Cook County...
I'm counting. Girl, I'm about to counting. Up and at the top. Oh, I'm starting from the bottom. I see what my just be talking about. And I'm about to pull full and it's going.
There's a back in here. This would be maybe what you might be.
He's gonna grab his flashlight. Yeah, thank you so much for letting us look at this. Yeah, so he's gonna grab his light. Thank you. It's open.
Damn, my homie a real nigga. He just said when he gets some money on his car, he gonna motherfucking drop me a sub. That's a real nigga. A real fucking nigga, bro.
I own it.
Okay, sorry. It's a nice place.
I can close that out.
You guys should have the back.
Oh, it's that. Is it like left or? Yeah, actually, there is a closet.
Like a utility closet?
Yeah.
Is it open?
That's fine. Yeah, it's unlocked. Cool. And then this door just goes back into the house.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, how much could you actually, like, is it savable or no?
As officers continue checking each location, nothing is uncovered. Those they speak to, including the individuals they were most concerned about, come back clean. For them, it's a relief. But for investigators, it means something else entirely. They're back to where they started, with no leads. Now, with 2 days having already passed since Lori was last seen, the urgency begins to grow. Officers regroup, knowing they need to reassess everything and figure out where Lori could have gone. There are at least 2 prior cases. In one, she had been found at a set of abandoned apartments. In another, she had stayed with a family friend. Each incident begins to paint a picture, one that might explain her behavior and possibly where she could be now. But before investigators can follow that path, they need to understand the people around Lori. At the time, Lori had been living with her father, Andrew Wiley, while also maintaining contact with her mother, who lived separately. The two were no longer together and were living in completely different places. She had previously been reported missing while under both parents' care, incidents that ultimately ended with her being found safe. Because of that, investigators still believe there's a strong possibility this is another runaway situation, that Lori may be with someone, somewhere, and will turn up again. But what they don't yet realize is that it would become one of the most elaborate and twisted homicide cover-ups they've ever handled. And with that, officers revisit a familiar lead the woman Lori had been found with before.
Hi. How are you? I'm doing all right. How about yourself? Hanging in there. Okay. Good. It's such a lovely day. So, I'm Detective Drake. I'm over Lori's case. So I am just trying to double check a lot of locations. You know, she has been missing for a couple weeks now. So one of the locations was your house because I know she stayed here before. So is she here?
No, she's not.
No. Has she been here at all?
No. I mean, she's been here, but this is before.
Right, not in the past like 2.5 weeks. Gotcha.
And just like I told the last couple of officers, last 3 officers who were at her back, I believe that she knows that if she shows up here, I believe in accountability. I've already told the last 3 officers, if she shows up here, I'm going to bring her to you guys.
Right.
And then you guys can take her back to her dad.
Okay.
Because I know that there is some type of process that needs to happen because there was a case. And I was under the impression that she had been found. Because when she came down here, when she brought Lori here, they had put her on 2 medications.
Okay. What kind of medications?
For anxiety,
Okay.
and I don't remember what the other one was for.
But no life-threatening illnesses. It was more like
What do you mean?
like insulin or
Oh, no,
heart
no.
medication
This
or
is
something
just like
that.
peripheral, and Lori is really good at spinning lies. Like, I've never seen anything like it before. And I tell the story all the time to my family. When she was 2 years old, when kids are supposed to have an attention span of a gnat, she would try to gaslight you because Lori has the ability to hold on to vengeance. I guess is the best way to put it. She has a tendency to hold on to that kind of stuff, but she also still has the mind of a child.
Right.
Well, she went to daycare, she played all day long, had a good time, and then at the end of the day, when it was time for her to be picked up, she remembered, oh gosh, I'm going to have to be in the room by myself. And she spun this line with my dad, which caused him to be arrested.
In the next 5 seconds, you'll see an idea go from sketch to clay to shape, and become a website. Acting on your curiosity feels like a way to bend reality.
And because she can hold on to a thing for a while, and it was bringing her greater and greater attention, it kind of taught her that this is all I need to do to get the attention I need.
While officers still have no success in locating Lori, they do begin to gain a clearer understanding of her behavior. Speaking with the friend's mother, investigators learn a few important details. Lori had been on medication for anxiety, and according to those who knew her, she had a tendency to tell stories that weren't always accurate. She was also described as someone who often sought attention. Taken together, this begins to paint a picture for investigators. At this stage, it reinforces their belief that Lori may have left on her own, possibly to prove a point or to get a reaction. But as time continues to pass, that explanation starts to feel less and less likely.
Turning up, bitch.
But one sign of a possible attempt to seek attention is no longer being treated lightly. As the weeks go by, officers are still left with no leads, no sightings, no evidence, and no clear understanding of what happened to Lori. With the investigation beginning to stall, they decide to widen their approach. Investigators start speaking to anyone who knew Lori, hoping someone might hold a missing piece of the puzzle. This leads them to her school, where they begin questioning teachers and staff, searching for any detail that could point them in the right direction. But even then, many still believe Lori could be with someone, somewhere, and that she may still turn up. Sorry to interrupt the story, but if you're into true crime and want access to raw, uncensored footage, check out our Patreon. Link in the description.
Okay, so I'm the lead investigator on the Lori Page case.
Tell me who your friend is, buddy.
Looking at her Reddit username and
You know now.
went ahead and searched Lori Page, and I saw a post that you made on a subreddit.
Oh yeah, Carly Russell. I was like, everyone's talking about Carly Russell, but
Right.
no one's looking for Lori Page. Here she is.
Right,
Here's
so
a news article.
I saw your post, and one of your sub comments, you mentioned that you heard a rumor that she was being groomed by a 20-year-old man.
Yeah.
I have never heard this rumor. No one
Really?
brought this to my attention. So, where did you hear it? What is it? What's going on?
I can't remember. No, I think it might have been Miss Summers. Who, if you've been reading online,
Wait,
you've
and
probably
what year
seen
is
Margaret
this, buddy?
Summers.
What
I've
year
talked
is
to her
this,
multiple
buddy?
times.
I don't even
That's why
fucking
I'm
She didn't tell you that?
No. Did she say who the 20-year-old man was, or where she was being groomed?
Where did that information come from? Is kind of what we're curious about.
This is a while ago, so I have to think. She, I thought she said it, or that like, that she said Lori's mom or someone was concerned that she was being groomed by an older man. I think if a student told me, I would have known that. I really felt like Miss Summers told me.
When officers confront her, she appears unsure of what to say, unable to give any clear answers or point investigators in a specific direction. With little to go on, detectives decide to broaden their approach even further, choosing to speak with anyone who might have information on the rumor.
Okay, this is so embarrassing. Okay, remember like months ago that Carly Russell fake kidnapping thing was happening?
I'm
So I posted on
wagering
Reddit, I was
around
like,
2025.
okay, so this is so fake that why are we still talking about her? How about
I'm
this
wagering
one?
in
The real
it for
missing
I don't
girl
got no
was
money.
about Lori.
Bro.
Yeah, about Lori. And then in one of the comments,
That's what I'm
posted
saying.
when
Well, that
guy
boy- I
had
think that
rumors
boy got
she
locked
was
up.
with like a 20-year-old man that was possibly grooming her.
Well,
So
Greg,
this one
I think
where
I
heard
know
it.
that court.
I don't remember. I thought I heard it from you.
No, I never.
It might have been one of the kids. I just don't remember
Good,
who.
oh,
Donaldson.
boy.
I do remember that there were some kids. Are you straight? Yes,
Take
ma'am.
that photo too.
I know.
Nice to meet you in person.
Yeah. I think some of the kids were saying even before she left that she was doing things she shouldn't be doing. But you could ask Stephen Woods. He's one of our behavioral specialists.
Maybe he's the one who told me.
And he said, I remember him telling me he heard that Lori was running around in short spandex and a tank top, and she knew what she was doing.
What?
So I was like, yeah.
That might have been where I heard it.
No.
But
I interact with this kid every day. No.
that would be weird.
No,
But
absolutely
he said
no.
but he was pretty insistent that there was a side of Lori that we didn't know.
My first couple of days is that kind of weirded me out. I was like, this kid really,
See how he
really
was like,
wants
what?
to talk
What?
to adults.
Like, what?
Like, she mostly wanted to talk to me.
I
That's
said
her
that
connection.
when
And
they
she
interviewed me.
did.
I
Oh, yeah, she was one to talk to.
Yes.
I really want to talk to the kids that like she kind of was friends with the kids, but she really wanted to talk to adults most of the time.
While it initially seems like the information from teachers is unreliable, more speculation than fact, none of it leads investigators any closer to Lori. The case appears to be going nowhere. But just a few days later, everything changes. A new witness comes forward, claiming they had seen Lori weeks earlier, describing her getting out of one car and into another. For the first time in days, investigators have something tangible to work with, and this new detail begins to shift the direction of the investigation entirely.
So Jason, basically all I got was a call for service. She says that you were checking in and that you basically saw the flyer for the missing juvenile and that you might have some information. Okay, what can you tell me?
So I was at the skate park. And
Just right over here?
yeah, down there, and I see two cars pull up. The first car was a white sedan, and it had like a brownish like paint job, but it was like due over like time.
Like it
already,
faded?
it was like fading. It was a white sedan, 2013 model. I like cars, so I know cars by heart. And then it parks there, facing towards the skate park. I didn't really see anybody since the windows were tinted. And then another tinted vehicle comes by, It was a red